We are.
Okay, good morning. This is a special meeting of Griggs County Commission, July 28th, 2025.
And you don't have to say the pledge because you already did that.
We don't have to do that? Okay, thank you, Sam. So I'll do a roll call. So Zorn,
Aye.
Edlin,
Here.
Gabriel, sorry,
Here.
Lauren.
Here.
Tramby's here. So anyway, so any motion to approve the agenda? There's only one item on the agenda, which is the 2026 budget. So,
I'll make that motion to approve the agenda.
okay, motion by Zorn. Do I have a second?
I'll second it.
Second by Avriel. Discussion and discussion and discussion. Okay, all in favor of approving the agenda, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say nay. Motion carried. Thank you. So the next, on the budget, when today's thing is a 2026 budget.
So from the last meeting, I did get all the information for you, that you guys requested. For the dues, the reason that it looked like we were going over on that, okay,
Are
sorry.
you sharing the big screen, please?
Yes.
Yes,
just a
please.
minute. The reason that it kind of looked like we were over on it on the previous year was because we do pay, the South Central Dakota Regional. Yes, dues, but then that gets separated 4 ways. 1/4 to each of the cities and then 1/4 of the city or of the county, but we pay 100% of it and then the cities pay us.
Okay.
So that's why we did that. Okay, hold on, let me get.
But we do have enough in the budget to cover all the dues now.
I
all
actually
the
did get to decrease
associations.
it. Yep. So
Woohoo.
we went down, okay. So I did decrease it to 10,000, because the dues would come in at about 9,000 and something. So I just rounded it up to the 10,000. And so I got to drop it by 1,000. So, if you guys are good with that, and this is the number that I was talking about, that 17, that's because we do have the money coming in. It's just not reflected there.
Okay.
And then, for the amount of hours that can be worked before benefits start is 20. And then,
Elizabeth, do you want to sit down and visit about, because we haven't been able to go over hers. And I think that was her area. I'm sorry, I'm jumping ahead.
you're good.
Yeah, no, I had a chance to watch the commission meeting too from last week, so I know the questions that you guys do have. And I
Yeah.
wanted to say thank you for the support of extension
Yes.
and then upping the hours on the admin to see what we can do.
What are the current hours for your office?
15 hours for that admin position.
And then currently we have to be under 20 or
Can we
can,
go right to 20?
I think it's 20 and up. We would have to give benefits. So I think you'd have to be under 19.
I mean, I 3 more hours is actually a lot if you can get 3 more hours in, but it's still not like we would like to have it.
Yeah, and that benefit expense obviously is quite a bit. But even, that if you went up to 19, so those 4 more hours a week that's essentially almost another day that I have that person.
Should we maybe just bump it up from there and see where you're at? And if you still need help, maybe we can look at next year's budget or something like that.
Yeah, I'm game to do that. My question with that would be, so her current one, and I know you guys are kind of maybe still talking about this, but for the deputies is 1950. She's currently at 1907. Is my office something that falls in that 1950?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
How much money do
Oh,
we take in?
oh, I think we did a spreadsheet for her, didn't we? Add her to our deputy, was she 1907? I can't remember what hers was. I have it here. I can look it up. Give me a second.
It's in that raise thing. Cause I think she got that.
I think it was not, because 1950 was starting.
Starting, yep, and she'll be a year at the end of September.
She is,
What'd she start at now?
She started at the 1907.
And then she'd get bumped up.
Well, she may have started below that and then the start of 2025 got the 1907.
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
we got her a 57-cent raise, so,
Okay,
Okay.
because she was the youngest her and
No,
Emily.
she actually got 50 because it was 1907, so she actually got 50.
That's the end.
Yep, 57 cent raise. So
Before
it'll be
the income.
1964.
1964, okay.
Oh, I see.
State.
Okay, I thought that, yep, yep.
That's per county, yeah. Is there any federal money in there?
They get money from NDSU.
Huh?
They don't you guys?
Yeah, we get-
Match.
Explain the
Yeah,
salary.
yeah, so the salary is split between,
No, not that.
okay, are you talking about the 4-H yet?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how that works for
Income.
federal money and you don't know if, I could do some checking on that, Lauren.
Ah,
I don't,
that's
yeah, yeah. Yeah, but for the state pays half my salary and then the county pays half. And so that
Yeah.
28,928 that's up on that NDSU expense for the first line for 2026 is the approved budget with the 3% raise that state employees got because NDSU falls under that. And that's been approved and signed by Leslie too. So-
Okay, great. That is perfect. Anything else on? I mean, you don't have anything, questions on anything else?
No, I was good.
So yeah, you'll get 4 more hours. We'll give you 4 more hours. If you guys agree with that, give her
Yep.
4. If that helps you. Hopefully that helps you out. I understand that you guys get very, very busy.
Yeah, there's just, and I mean, it's as everything, it ebbs and flows, just kind of obviously summer with 4-H stuff. That's a lot of what the admin does in the summer is a lot of that 4-H work, prep for county fair. In the winter time, it's all the meetings. I know I started and last time I saw you guys, I probably talked about all the meetings that we have, February, March. And so that's a lot of what that person does. And like next year, for example, the people that need to do the certification to get their essentially sprayer's license. I think we've got like 85 people. So that'll be the brunt of what like the admin is doing here in next January, February, March. That's,
The only question I have about that, Sam, and maybe that's part of the 20 hours is to put into the PERS and all that, does that automatically go into the PERS for the 19 hours or is it at the 20 hours and above?
Yeah, at the
Okay.
20 hours and above. So
Okay.
this
I-
person would get no
No,
health
nothing.
insurance, no retirement.
Okay, and that's what I just wanted to make sure
Mhm.
that I didn't know if any of the additional stuff on top of that reflected off of that or not.
Do they stay as busy in the winter months as they do in the summer as well?
I can keep them busy, absolutely, because there's a lot of responsibilities that that admin position has.
Okay.
I haven't sat through here now, August to
Yeah.
January, because I started last January, so it'll be interesting to see now how the fall and early winter goes, but once I started, I mean, she was continuously busy.
Have you cleaned up all of the boxes that have been stored yet?
There's, yeah, we're working on everything. Yeah, just cleaning up from fair. But my only other question, I guess, with that person is, so like fair week. Working 20 hours is like the minimum that they would work fair week. Is that the most I can go at that week? Or is there a little give and take for just that 1 week?
I think there's a little give and take. I think it's 20 hours continuously for a certain amount.
Maybe if fair week, she works 40 hours that week and the next week she works
I could
less
spread
than,
out.
just
yeah.
as long as she doesn't work overtime,
Mhm.
you know, so she can work 40 that week and then the
Yep.
next week she'll just take the-
Bank some hours.
Yeah,
Yeah,
take
just,
the time off, you
Okay.
know, whatever, or
especially when winter.
You
and
You just
fall,
can't
know.
go 20 hours for so many.
so many weeks. Okay, yeah, no, that's kind of my question with that, because I mean, 20 hours at fair week
long
is
as
like
you're-
the very minimum
Yeah.
of
Right.
even sitting
That's
up
why I was
there.
kind of wondering on the
Yep.
winter time if there's.
Some
if
bank-
there was
yep.
Banked hours at all. or
Yeah,
something.
and I'll have a better answer now as we go into that. But starting middle of January, I mean, we were consistently busy. I started the 21st of January, something like that, and it was just bang, bang, bang. There's just so many meetings from then on. But extension says sometimes fall is a little less, so I'll just kind of see how that goes.
Yeah.
Good. Any other questions for me with my budget?
I think with insurance, if we're gonna revisit insurance, I think only Andy PERS has the rule of 20 hours plus. If we go with somebody else, we can have our own. 30 hours is this state law. So we have to make sure if we do go with a different company, we have to go at least 30. So we can, you know, if we change to 30, that allows us to give more hours to somebody else or, you know, put somebody on insurance. You know, we just gotta fit it all in the budget all.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But yes, thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Yep, thank you.
Yeah.
Then your guys' other question was with the weed board. We can use that TAG money to contract somebody out to spray. So then would be 75% up to 7,500 that this TAG program would qualify you for. So we do have that. I did speak with Dane Mueller and he is not interested, but he's had spoken to Justin Hansen and he thinks that Justin Hansen might be.
Good.
I didn't have the chance to contact him, but that's, I mean, in the works or
Yep.
whatever, we can kind of contact him. But I think with the weed board budget, I think we're okay because we do have $6,000 in there for chemical. We can amend that budget if we need to move that to use that towards, the contract work or whatnot.
Yeah,
So there's 7,500 that could go.
Towards spraying.
And but then, so we could actually, because usually when they charge, don't they charge for the? If you hire like Dane and he goes out and charge, or like he sprays my lot for me, well, his price is with chemical and everything, so could we give them the chemical?
That's what I was kind of thinking is that we would just,
then-
we can just amend that
Right,
6,000.
'cause we would get more spraying done if they weren't supplying chemical.
Yep. Yep.
So, yeah, let's see if we can,
Unless, I mean, I had talked to Wayne and then he had said the $6,000 for the chemical, for the road department to continue. So it would be up to, Wayne, if we need that chemical or if we're just gonna take that away and use it for the contract person.
we
Right.
You're good if we try to get a contract for it.
This would help you
Provide
out.
everything, and he just provides the spraying equipment and.
This would help you a lot, wouldn't it, Wayne, to have somebody like this for
Okay.
you guys? For you guys up?
Let's see if we can, on that.
Okay.
And then see if he's good with using our chemical.
Yeah.
Okay.
Does he have to use our chemical or can we just apply this?
It probably depends on what his. I wonder if
Do you
that's
still
not what
have
his-
chemical down there, Wayne?
We have some down there. I can't say exactly what it is.
I wonder if it depends on his license too, what he has. Cause
Yeah, I guess like maybe insurance purposes, he wouldn't use ours because he would have to use his own. I don't know how that all works, but
But can we
trying, we can,
6,000 has to be used for chemical, correct?
no,
no,
Oh, it doesn't?
no,
No.
Oh, okay,
no.
okay.
Nope, that's just what you guys have in the budget. We can amend that budget to, move it to contract work.
we could, yeah, we put it in the chemical line. We just want to make sure that underneath
Okay,
the.
no, I was not
weed
misunderstood.
we
that
have.
it was-
Yeah.
that it
well,
was-
yeah, if we
Nope.
could amend it and make it work for that, then I don't.
No, that's better, yeah, let's
Yep.
just not even mess with it, just let him use his own and
Yep.
then, fine. then. Okay.
Yep.
We can move that.
Um,
I got one question. Do
Yes.
we need to allow the 19 hours? Do we have to approve that?
You will, overall, when you
No,
approve
when we
the
do
budget.
budget.
Okay.
Yep,
Just
yep.
wanna
That's our
make
plan
Sure
today.
that we, I just want to
Yeah.
make sure that
When
we.
we get done when we get at the end here, we have to approve it.
You
before
have
the
to
11th
approve your
for the 10th.
preliminary budget.
Yeah, preliminary for the
That's
10th.
that's fine.
Yep.
And then, as you,
We discussed it, so I wanted to make sure she was allowed it. That's all.
Absolutely.
and once you do that, we can't ever go up. We can always go down. If you follow me on the budget, that's just one of those things on that, so.
Was there anything else that I had missed? I think those were the,
I wrote it down, so I have to double check. 'cause I
yeah,
don't remember.
everything that I had written down, so,
Did you
I
look at
missed-
insurance plans or?
Miss Amber's here.
Yeah.
Would we like to talk about the
Yeah,
sheriffs?
please. You want to take a seat, please?
Sure.
That's fair.
I think that is county agent, weed and dues were the three that were on my list.
Yep, that's what I
for
had too.
for on here. Okay,
This is your sheriff's budget and your sheriff is here to talk about it if you guys would like.
I don't have any questions. I mean, I don't have any questions on it. You hand in the budget,
Well, 'cause you were happy with yours. It's you.
Can you go to the, what's the top,
The which one?
there?
That?
Which number is that?
Sheriff's, you're in
Going backward.
yep, you're in the general fund now.
Or-
There it is.
All right.
Okay. Thought there was one wasn't it?
Don't think so.
Oh, then you guys got off easy with me.
And then we did, they did put, 30,000 in the vehicle,
Yeah.
county vehicle fund for you. Right now you have 65,000 and then that will get you to that 95,000 if you don't use any this year.
So you can, she can order a vehicle before the end of the year then, or
the
after,
first.
after the first year, she can order something, correct? After the first year?
I mean, unless you can get by with the 65,000 to order a vehicle, you can do it this year.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
with the commission's approval of what you buy and whatever,
And
but
she- but-
you see at the current, right now, you have 65,000.
If you order something this year, not, if you wait till after the first year, then you get 95,000 toward a new vehicle,
Okay.
correct?
Rod, what are you thinking for vehicles for us moving forward for the county?
Well, I don't, that's a question. Cause I don't know that we need to keep buying 3/4 tons
No.
every time. You know, but now that we've got one that Wayne can have or the county can have, then the next one we can go to or 1/2 ton. If we can work one in every now and then, so that we can just pass it down.
That works?
What do you guys like to prefer? Do you prefer another pickup or do you, okay?
You want another pickup instead of a Durango?
Cause I think if you go off an extra budget for, pickup, you should have enough for a 1/2
Yeah.
ton in there.
Yeah. No, cause we don't need one every time. That's overkill.
Yeah.
But now, you know, the Wayne had just been so long without one
Mhm.
that if we could give him yours and then.
I'm taking good care of it, Wayne.
Thank you. I know you are.
Okay, yeah, I guess, and then the salaries, was that the
That's with the,
COLA
nope, this is a longevity raise.
longevity? Okay, are we doing COLA?
No, we did COLA, we went longevity raise, and then
Oh.
we're gonna work on a matrix scale for next year, so you guys will all be able to see a matrix scale go on that.
Works. If you don't have questions, I don't.
As long as you turn it in, you're happy with it. I just don't.
Yeah.
I don't wanna turn it in and be like, oh, we
Appreciate it,
need
guys.
this.
No, we're good. Thank you.
Yep, thank you.
Okay,
Anything else that you guys can think of?
Jamie for a second too.
Jamie?
Yeah.
Oh, right. Let's go to the state. attorneys.
Can't see that far. Can I see that?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
Do you have the shared drive?
Yeah,
It's fine, you can look
I
here.
think so. But it should still come under.
State attorneys.
I think that's a 3/4 ton. I think he's a huge price tag.
Oh.
He was, I think it was like an extra 10 grand.
So, Scott had asked me about travel. I haven't had travel in the state's attorney budget here for quite a while because I've been using Nelson County budget to do it.
Yep.
So that's why I've got 2 conferences. I'd actually like a little bit more, but that's fine. This will work. It allows me to go to the 2 state's attorneys conferences every year. I'd like to go out of state at some point for some training. But a lot of times there's grants available for that, so we'll see how that works. But yeah, as far as travel, that's why there hasn't been a budget. I'm not increasing what I'm spending. It's just that Nelson County paid for the travel while I was up there.
Nope, that was perfect. Yeah, we were fine with that.
It looks, it's okay with you what you have here then, Jamie?
Or do you want just a little more? You
More.
want like
15,
another-
it's
another
at least enough
500
right
or-
now to go to the conferences that I need to go to,
Okay.
to maintain my CLE hours. So if there's if at some point that there's a good national conference, I might come to you guys for some more money, but I don't see any reason to have more than what's in there now.
Perfect.
Yeah, that's it, I guess. Emergency management budget, I don't think I switched that much other than some additional salary, I guess.
The salary did not increase with the additional ones. So DES, 911 and weed did not get the yeah,
We didn't change those.
no.
No.
So those ones will stay the same for this year. Everybody good?
Cheers.
Anything else that you guys can think of before we go ahead and approve the preliminary budget?
I know you guys talked about benefits. Did you look into or get a quote back on insurance?
No, I have not.
Okay.
I have not. So what you have in your budget right now is for the ND PERS, and if I get something, after that or whatever, we might be able to lower that, but at this.
That's something we can look into next year then too.
Well, we're looking into it this year.
But I mean, for next year is what I'm saying.
Yep. So hopefully we can get something, but
And if we make if there's any changes made, we'd still keep it with the budget. I don't see why that would be a problem.
right. So, I mean, I would say that we wouldn't go up.
No.
If we're gonna switch, we would go
But I mean,
down.
if you can do
So,
something more different insurance company where you can add more for the same rate.
right,
Yeah,
right.
that would be
Yep,
fine.
yep.
So,
Okay.
Your budget did include raises?
In this budget,
yeah, everything's
Yes.
included.
it included those raises that you guys approved at the last meeting. Do you remember those?
What,
Well, I'm not so sure we approved all of them.
I put them in here.
Cause she had that graph of,
You guys haven't approved anything yet, but what's in your budget right now are those raises that you guys looked at the last
Yeah, we
meeting.
looked at.
Yep. Sorry. Yes, it's
Are
what
we
you
gonna
looked at.
discuss that again?
You sure can.
Rod's got a comment.
Yes.
Well, we
Yes.
just looking at this, at the county department here, we've got a couple here. I think we're gonna have to.
Make some minor adjustments because there are two, we did the 50 cents for every 5 years adjustment. If they didn't have under 50, we gave like 80 cents type deal, but there's a couple of them that are a 1 year and 11 year that needs a little bit more gap differential.
Okay.
There are two, they'll be making the exact same from 1 to 11.
We need to-
And then this would be that raise.
tweak them a little bit.
Just tweak the one,
Should we, the 11 one, should we bump that up to like $1?
$1.25,
$1.25.
because that'll at least give a differential between the two.
Okay.
I've got a question about it though.
Yeah.
Where was Chad offered $1 an hour raise after his probation?
After 6 months in January, so it's in the January.
Well, our motion was for $20 an hour. I didn't see anything about offering raise to him in what we approved for a motion. So I don't know where that came from.
I thought the motion was for that, but
There wasn't any motion to approve $1 raise.
We're not giving him $1. Well, is he getting another cost of living raise?
Right now.
Raise on top of
Right,
what we have?
right
agreed on?
now you're giving him, he's hired at $20 an
Yeah.
hour for 6 months.
Yeah.
Probation.
Yep,
and then January, we put the dollar in for his,
to have his 21. Is there any added on that?
No,
Okay,
Was that promised him?
yes. That was.
Well, who promised him that?
we did when we,
Not at our meeting.
yeah, we did.
No, there was nothing. There was $20. I read the motions. It was only $20 an hour.
But we talked about, if you watch the videos, we talked about it after a 6-month period, bumping it up to,
yep, and so that's what we put into the budget was the dollar. So we will approve this into
Well,
the budget, and so.
I still have a problem with it. We're giving him $1 raise, and yet we've had people here for 2 to 4 years and they're not getting $1. So if we're gonna be anywhere fair, we should bump them up more than him. He's just new.
Well, and I agree with you, I do, and that's why we're starting that, because where we are at, I mean, hiring people like with, even Rodney, where we hired him to where the guys that were working at the county, but I mean, that's where we are at. We have stayed low so long, and to hire qualified people, we're having to pay more.
and he's also the head of his department and he has a lot of
A
responsibility.
lot of responsibility.
So,
Well,
yeah, and I agree with you, I mean, we are.
we've got Jeff here at
It's not
11
fair.
years and you're only giving him $1 raise too. So I
That's what we were just talking
Yeah,
about, giving him
We're
more.
talking $1.25 or so, that's why.
But. No, we're in a dilemma here because, but then you look at the counties around us with their hiring guys at. We look at a blade operator over in what they're hiring over in Finley.
Well, Yeah, I know. I remember, you know, even when I worked with the state, you know, a lot of the times they bring in people and hire them for more than what they're paying people that had 20 years of experience. I
Right.
realize that, but I
It's
don't
hard. We don't want that.
remember. I don't remember the promise to offer him a raise after 6 months.
We talked about during the meetings. We said
Yep.
20 for a 6-month period, and if he sticks around and does good, it'd be another dollar on
Because
top
we
of it.
originally were gonna give him 21 and then
Yeah.
they said we couldn't
backed
do
it
that
off.
because,
Yeah,
because we had to, we couldn't hire him at 21 when we hired Rodney at 20. So then we hired him at 20 and said we give him.
Well, I realize I'll get outvoted anyhow, but that's
Right.
beside the point.
No,
No, we did.
I have concerns about that with other employees, that we have a lot of employees and I don't like to see people getting upset, you know, over something like that. And that's why I am concerned about that and
But that is
It's up
also
there.
why we've got this system in place now to try and get people up.
So if Jeff could go to the $1.25, you guys think would be,
what are we giving after?
Like
Okay,
that.
Yeah,
what's this pay scale?
There we go.
Thank you.
Show me the scale again.
that's kind of what the rough draft that we have.
11 years.
And see, initially Rodney was less.
I say,
But then it was like, let's bring Rodney up.
$1.25, you said?
I don't know.
I say we bump up to 120, 150.
150 then.
I mean, you got 10 years in. I mean, you're busting your butt for 10 years. You deserve a good raise, being loyal and everything else. I mean, and I understand, government's different than corporations, but if you put in your time to a good corporation or company, county, whatever else, you deserve a good
Right.
rate. But that's my personal opinion. I'm not gonna tell you guys other words, but that's what my opinion is.
Just try that.
Yep,
Cause I don't think that 50 cent per hour, I don't think it'll reflect it that much.
it's 1,040.
Yeah.
So that's not,
But well, plus the additional retirement and everything else on top of that,
the 7.5 or 7.45%. But
yeah. So we're looking at extra $1,500 probably. I don't think that's, to me, that's out of reason.
$78 more.
Yeah. So I think, I mean, if you guys are in agreement to that, I mean, it's up to you.
Yeah.
I'd say throw that.
Wayne, what are your thoughts? He works for you, so
I'm done, boys.
I know, but you're
Yeah, sounds better.
at your war department.
If it-
so.
You've been there for, like Jeff's been there for 11 years.
Like I said, you put in his time, put in his loyalty, his hard work. I mean, he's your employee.
Wayne, can we have
obviously.
Wayne come sit on the
Yeah.
end so we can
Yeah,
get you in the camera and stuff? Please and thank you.
Thanks, Jamie.
Thank you, Jamie.
And not only does this not just reflect him, but other employees, when do they get to those years too? It'll
Right.
reflect them.
And next year will be easier because then that we'll be able to build that matrix scale on there for us to look at. But this year, our goal was to get a diversity going between the years, so we had something to work with.
Mhm.
And give you guys each, especially for your time, get
Yeah.
something healthy out of it.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
I'll put them on your desk.
You think that's fair enough that we go? another 50?
I think so.
Okay.
And then do you think for what we're doing for like the maintenance and all that, do you think that sounds fair? I mean, I understand you're starting guys. You're kind of putting your guys are in the same position. It's just,
Right.
I don't know, he's a head, yeah, department heads too are to me a little different too. You got
It
way.
really isn't fair, but
Okay.
you know, for the 1 year
It-
versus
It's hard to compare
5 or
different
10.
departments too,
Yeah.
and
And running a maintainer isn't easy.
No, I
No, it's
know that.
not. No,
I understand that. And I'm not saying that
Still
he has it harder or easier than they do. I'm not saying any of
more
that.
dangerous.
No.
But so,
Yeah, it's more
Yeah,
right too.
Right.
yeah.
Well, I guess my thing is on the, to get qualified people to get in this type of position, you have to offer them something to get them in the position. You've
And,
already-
and we want to get them to stay.
Yeah, that's,
Yeah.
that's what we're arguing about now, you might say, is we need to pay them more to get somebody,
Because there was some guys who were gonna quit
Yeah.
or retire.
Yep.
But now, as things seem to be going in a better direction, they're
thinking, well, I'm gonna stay for another year. I'm gonna stay for a couple more years.
Good.
Good.
That's what we want to see.
And our, like I said before, our dilemma, of course, when these guys finally do retire out, they replace them, you have to go different.
And we could, definitely would be looking at more
Mhm.
incentives onto that too.
Because, yeah, that experience is worth a lot. And I don't care if it's an office worker
Mhm.
or auditor or whatever. If
So
you have
basically-
experience,
Especially like guys under you and everything, you want to be able to tell them, say, here's what I need you to do. Can you go do it? And then you can go do whatever you need to do. And you don't, you got how many guys underneath there. It's hard to manage how many guys, especially when you got to babysit them. You'd rather have experienced guys. that can
experienced
go do
guys,
it.
I don't have to, after they leave the shop,
Yeah.
or if they don't come to the shop, I know they're working.
You don't have
They're
to
out doing their
babysit.
regular routines, so,
Yeah.
but it's worth a lot. Appreciate anything you get.
You anything more in the budget? Should you put his budget up there, or do we have?
Sure thing.
Anything else you want to talk about on that, on your
Let's
budget,
do
Wayne?
that. Would you like to see the expense side? Is that what you'd like to see?
Yes.
Revenue and expenses. With this, I did get a reserve in here of 70,000. And then that got us to that max 30 mils. You would like to see that, that is right here. So then their max is 30 mils. I have a mill coming in at this, that 25. So his max is going to be that 765, 766, 17. That's your 30 mils. And then if you look right here, that's how much we're gonna levy. So we are levying that at max 30 mils.
Good job. Good budgeting.
Thank you.
Yes, good budgeting.
I did a little bit,
Yeah,
but it's pretty much, what did we do last year or the year before?
yeah,
Because you don't know what expenses are gonna be, costs are gonna be, fuel, gravel.
right.
But,
Have you seen an increase in gravel and stuff?
well, gravel is getting more scarce. And there's less pits to get from.
And I suppose then comes trucking it further.
Yeah, then we gotta travel farther and it takes longer, so you don't get as much done.
And then price
And right
goes up.
now it's Retzloff or it's Gilbertson's
Yep.
own it now. Or Eberhard, Claire Eberhard's. So that's where we're from. We gotta go all the way out to the county line. From either Eberhard's.
Mhm.
I talked to him about the Campbell Pit, which is really convenient for that southwest corner. But he doesn't want to go in there. There's a lot of rocks and stuff, but it's down in the water and it takes a lot to process it. If it's too wet, then it doesn't go through the screens and stuff, so,
They almost have to stockpile it and let it dry.
yeah. Spread it out, but
Mhm.
anybody who knows of a gravel pit? Jamie, you have any gravel on that? I know your dad talked what's about that pasture where that old farmstead, the Bosley place, was it?
We talked about,
Farther south,
we
maybe?
talked about going and taking core samples, but we just never got into it. It would be awesome to find some gravel about for sure.
Yeah, that'd be a good place.
I would guess along the creek, it probably is staying someplace, just whether we find them or not.
Yeah. So maybe we'll
That-
talk about that.
That Retzloff pit, just out of curiosity, is that a deep vein or is that
It's
something?
not a very deep vein. It's about that far, 8 feet or something.
Yeah, you can see that when you drive by on one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think underneath, I don't remember if it's sand or dirt, clay type stuff. So he has to haul it in and then he hauls from Barnes County to mix rock into it. So this is kind of swinging off my budget, but I did talk to Tom about riprap for County Road 8. He said he doesn't have it. He sold it all to another contractor. So.
Yeah, but they found more.
Did they?
Yeah.
Good.
I've been visiting. They found more. But
So, yeah.
whether he uses it or somebody else uses it, I mean, it would, if any work is done out there, it'd have to go to contract and.
Yep.
Low.
Yep.
Bidder would get it, but he could find Brock for somebody.
Yeah.
I have some.
You gotta wash it first.
Instead of pick it. You can
Pick
have
a
it.
lot of rock. So, anything else, Wayne? Looks
I
okay?
don't think so.
Okay.
All right, thanks, Wayne.
Thank you.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
Anything else, Sam, you think of?
I don't think so. I think we are good there. I just need to increase.
I need to refresh my budget on here.
Thanks, Wayne.
And then
you,
just
Wayne.
give me one
Thank you, guys.
second. Because we're gonna go with.
I need to give them a call. I'll get in touch with them today or tomorrow and see if we can sign next to you.
Got his numbers at the shop.
Look
Look
at
at-
two, but I'll give you a call later.
Okay.
I have 0.
Cause I need
It'll be end of the day. Tomorrow, it's Monday.
About 50.
You're good. Go back.
Maybe you will be-
Yeah, I'll be in until 5.
Stop. Okay. Okay. No.
Why don't we do it tomorrow? I've got yours and mine.
150, got it. Okay, so I need within the road department,
Let's do it for 11:30 tomorrow.
road department.
I got one other thing just out of curiosity, but you know, we're offering
Yep.
80 cents an hour some places and yet some of the other ones with, why don't they all get $1 raise?
Because we're trying to get a differential between the years. So we're not gonna give everybody a flat rate across the board.
Well, I know that,
Wait a second,
but we
So
gotta start
that-
somewhere.
Yep, so this is where we did a differential gap between the people so that we can start getting a differential raise in their pay rate.
Documents. Yeah, if you want to have it, I'll just.
Okay, I need,
Yeah. We'll get you. That would be perfect.
it's stuff.
Are you updated?
Nope, not yet, just a minute.
We're okay. It's too much rain.
Can
Can stop raining anytime.
Well, we did it a lot better than that. Yeah. Printing everything.
I'm worried about that.
Oh, this is nice. Yes, I agree. Having it being computerized right here on the laptop and on the big screen is very nice. So we
This
have the
works.
actual live.
Well, look how much paper you're saving, Sam.
I know.
And how
Look
much
at-
time?
Tough.
Okay, so then that got
Unreal.
Jeff got moved to that. So then this
Yeah, this
one
is working good.
is Which,
The system.
Mhm.
and, oh, okay.
When it came up from Texas, and then I went to Wayne this weekend. There's been hail gone across.
Really?
And there's
Okay.
just,
Nothing.
no, just corn this tall. but,
Ooh.
Okay,
Ouch.
and we get-
Probably a shortage.
Mhm.
Probably a shortage next year then.
This is sure don't reflect that. Okay.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Probably won't this year, but after this year process and then they realize that it'll be a shortage of next year, I think it'll increase market.
That'd be nice. Yeah.
Cause you know how that stuff, usually you don't see. it
It's a
right
year
away.
later,
It's
yeah.
usually-
Yeah.
So, 453.
Steph, does this show up on the, in the people listening in, can they see this screen or not? Or
They can see this screen.
The
just-
budget.
Which one? They can see the budget screen?
Yep.
Oh, you can, okay,
Yes.
okay.
3 is 60. Okay, Okay, so I think that that is going to push your levy. Mm, So if I take out this, then where are we at? Okay, so I need to add about a, let's do 35. Here. Okay, so you are back at your 30 mils in the road department. I changed the Jeff to be $1.50. I changed county agent to apply that 19 hours per week. And so I think we are good to go there. With that being said, you are at 1,594,728.45 for those ones that are on the 3% cap. Now, if we go to the cap calculation worksheet.
Okay.
Levies. Dollars that we would like to levy is 1,594,728.45. That would still leave you with 32,709. So you are increasing your budget by 2.07% with those ones that require that cap. So you are able to carry that percentage over to the next year. So then it would be 3.93.
I like that. Are you guys comfortable? It would be nice to be able to carry over next year to, so in case we have something else come up that we have a little bit of leeway.
So, like we talked about, if we got what, 32,000 or whatever. available, should we levy that and put it into account and put it towards the courthouse for future repairs like we talked about?
If you would like to levy that, put that 32,709 and levy the 3%, we could put that into the general reserve. So that if
Oh, yeah, because we lowered it, that other,
we did lower it, yes. Yes.
Yeah, we have to look at, for the courthouse here eventually,
Because the next 5 to 10 years, we're gonna have to start looking into major repairs for this, and I think we should start budgeting accordingly for those repairs. That's
Like
my personal opinion.
a depreciation account for
It
specific
basically,
repairs.
whether it's the HVAC, carpet, roof, any other major damages or changes we gotta make.
because right now, isn't just, repairs for the courthouse, for the new courthouse, comes out of what now? Out of reserve?
General courthouse
General courthouse.
is what it comes out of. And so then the general courthouse, I have
What do you have in
you
there?
at the 30,000.
That's in there right now. That's what we have right now in here.
But this would not go into that.
No,
This would go into a.
So I was
fine,
thinking to add it into this reserve number. So
Okay.
you have 124,538.17 in your reserve at the moment.
And that's not delegated to anything. That's just, if something comes up,
total
that's,
for the county.
that's over another budget, we could tap into that
Correct.
to do those things. I feel comfortable.
Yeah, I mean, it's up to you guys, but I think we should start
Okay,
preparing ourselves if we're able to for some of this stuff. Cause it's always been cut. That's now that we're able to make adjustments. Have some looks like leftover, we should take advantage of that.
put it up the reserve again.
Okay. So you want to up the reserve so that we're levying that full 3%. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. This is 32.
We've been on the roof.
I was there on there this winter.
How is it?
It's all right for now, but like I was talking to Travis, he said when they built it, instead of putting a 30-year roof on, they put a 15-year roof on. So I would say if this place is 11 years old, that's 4 years. Now, well, can it last longer? Of course it can. But you know, you start pushing the end of the life of everything, well, then you're gonna start having more leaks, which is gonna cause more damage to the building, et cetera, et cetera. So I think depending on how it is too, you know, how much money we have when that time comes, I think we should make sure we have enough money to put something good on
Oh,
there.
I know what
So
you're
we-
meaning. I'm gonna interrupt you for a second because my train of thought, terrible habit. Sam,
What?
can we start, instead of
Sorry.
it just increasing our reserve account? Can there be a depreciation account like your C accounts, like
Oh,
we do
yes,
for
I
the
did
road?
have that on my notes, didn't I? Yes,
The, is it a C account that like the
the sheriff's.
sheriff's vehicle where to call it building, you know, depreciation, so that we can put money into that, and then every year we can start putting a little bit more money into that to build up enough money, so if something goes on in the building, we take it from that account and not the reserve account.
And it's not just the roof. I mean, we're gonna finally take care of the carpets, but the carpets is old as the building.
Right.
All the heating and cooling equipment, all that's just an old building. There's 15, 20 years.
What's the average age of HVAC? How long does it usually last?
AC 15 years, furnace 20. You can fix them for cheaper, but usually by the time you have 15, 20 years in a piece of equipment, you should replace them.
Mhm.
So it's like, well, I mean, we can start limping stuff by, but you know, after these end of lives, we should start looking at replacing too.
Do they have grants for?
And they might have some grants for that stuff too when the time comes.
Like that.
But I mean, like, we just did a major repair on one of them. Oh, they had, you know, 11 years old, had a leak, we fixed it, we had to put a part in it. But that's like, okay, there's this one, they had to fix it a couple years ago. We're looking at, okay, if we're gonna constantly put money into some of this equipment, it's gonna be cheaper in the long run to replace it.
Mhm.
So, and then it's just, again, not that, it's all the lighting in here. We should look into updating some of the lighting to save the taxpayers money for, cause there's grants out there for that.
Mhm.
Again,
Your
the
budget.
carpet, you know, if we're talking painting painting the outside, you know, these windows are commercial windows. They're not cheap to replace when we gotta start replacing those.
Mhm.
And we got some big windows in this place. So
The roof is probably the biggest.
Biggest.
it is the biggest thing. And I say when
Most expensive.
when that time comes, I want to put something there with a little higher quality so we don't run into this problem. We put a 20, 30, 40-year roof on there,
Mhm.
you know?
Mhm.
But that's, you know.
So
obviously-
it's up to you because that is going to be levied through the general fund because there's not like a levy number for that kind of thing.
Right.
And so it would be levied under the general fund. So I can leave it within the general fund just for budgeting purposes, or if you would like it on the outside, you can. But it's just like the sheriff's vehicle. We levy for that under the general fund.
Right.
So it makes,
It just gives us a nice little
Can-
tally so we can see how much we always have
Can
in
we,
that little savings.
so my question is, can we levy it under the general fund? But
Let your tag it.
ear tag it
Mhm.
for something else, so
Yes.
that way we don't take it and spend it when we're trying to save it for something else.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's, I didn't, what makes me nervous about putting it in the general fund that it gets used for something
Something
else.
else.
Yep.
Yeah,
I'd
true.
like to ear tag or courthouse.
Did you add her?
okay,
Oh,
so I will add it within, so we don't use human services tab anymore. So I will repurpose this one
Sure.
for that purpose, and I will put that 32,709 in there. And then you guys will be levying that full
okay,
amount,
we'll call it building depreciation or whatever.
building
Repairs.
projects or whatever, so that
Yeah.
everybody knows what that's used for.
Oh.
That looks great.
Perfect.
don't
So right now it is, password protected. I'm not gonna do that, here in the meeting.
Sure.
I'll unprotect it and I'll do it, everything or whatever. So
Sure.
just for now purposes, I'm going to put in here, our expense is going to be that 32,709. And then you guys can see that final number here. Okay, so if we do that one It's kind of a little trial and error, so just give me a minute, because it does, the formulas in here do, fluctuate with the unused or unpaid taxes. So then it elevates it just a little bit, so it's not just a set number. So just give me 1 second. Let me trial and error this.
Get it together, Sam.
No pressure.
And when you get done, I have one last thing to throw at you.
Okay, well, can you throw it at me now?
Can you show us last year's what our mill was and then this year, that last year's budget and this year's budget? Okay.
It's right here.
Right
The
there.
1
This is last
That- oh, it
year's.
is last year's,
And this
okay.
is this year's. This is this year's, but so you're gonna levy an additional 142,697.73. Not all of those are pertaining to that 3% cap.
Correct.
Your water resource district does not, your special assessments does not, and any bond payments. So I put the old courthouse, new court, or the new courthouse tax increase would not qualify for that cap. So those are the three that are taken out here to give you that number.
Yeah, Sam's got a handy dandy spreadsheet that she puts in the numbers and it figures it out for her. So that's nice.
Yes. So I'm going to add that here.
So yeah.
166, 3417.35. Okay. What the heck in the world is this now? 1, 6. A. Okay, so I need the one. And I really like my calculator. I need a calculator in here. So 1,627,438. Minus the 1,663,417. 35. Wasn't that one? Give me 1 second, sorry.
No, let's go ahead.
Get out. Well, why did that just switch? Oh, duh, because I put it in the reserve. I'm sorry. My bad. That's why. I put it in 2 separate spots. So we want it back and add it here, and I want to decrease it over here.
Who would personally contact to do that?
And 7, there we go. And then it should be over here. 6, 2, Sorry, guys, just give me 1 second.
I am very patient with you.
1,629,072.80. So we need to come down about 2,000. 2,000 here. Services. That down to 30,000. 1626225. You. A. This one. 6, my budget is about 300 more. Okay. I think it needs down. I need this thing to be attached. Okay, 30,000. It's about 30,800. He's finding another 200 there.
Right up and there's no one. Water. So, showers and breakfast. That was about.
Okay. Sorry.
You're fine.
As long as the numbers are right when we approve them, that's all I care about.
Yep. I will be patient and sit and wait for him.
I don't want it to change and then have another special meeting over it.
There's no pressure as we sit.
We're so close, you guys.
Doing a lot better than we have in the past few years, I know that. Smoother too.
Yeah.
I just got a text from Paul Burns, and he said they're gonna do the chip seal. Counting the two starting tomorrow.
Okay.
And then Hannaford, you said they're gonna start putting stuff up today or maybe next month?
They're gonna start tearing up the big stuff on the.
We'll do repair tomorrow or seal.
They repaired the.
They're all repaired.
spots last week,
Oh, okay.
so now. we can chip seal.
Yeah, I assume they did, or I thought that was. Some of those low spots for a little while, and I'm like, oh boy.
Yeah, but the texting test for that.
That one spot that was fixed where that culvert was put in, so that was repaired and now that you guys are chip seals, it's still gonna move, or you think it's good now where it should stay?
Good now.
Okay, cause I know it kept moving every winter, so,
Still gonna be movement on some of the places.
yeah.
Because of the moisture.
Yeah.
Soil.
That's not gonna be a
Ready?
gradual.
We got our numbers, you
Okay.
guys. So
Okay.
you guys are right at that dollar allowed limit. So then that would give you that would give you $31,152 for that building fund.
Okay, perfect.
Need to be updated.
Yep, so I will update this. Yep. So once I save this, then I'll update it into here. So you're good to go. Are we good with that?
Yes, I make a motion to approve the 2026 budget,
Preliminary.
preliminary budget.
Do a second,
I'll second it.
second by Edlin first. Ariel seconded. And any discussion? Any discussion? One last time. Any discussion? Okay. If not, we'll make a voice vote in this. So Thorne,
Aye.
Edlin,
Aye.
Avriel,
Aye.
Thorne,
I'll abstain.
okay. And Trammy votes aye. So.
I'll make a motion, meeting adjourned.
That was quick.
Read it.
second that.
Okay, second, okay.
Did
Okay,
you need anything else, Sam, beforehand?
anything else? Okay. So anyway, discussion to adjourn. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Thank you guys for coming.
Your
Appreciate it.
next
Meeting is when?
August 11th, that is your regular meeting, but it's a special meeting. We moved those to
dates
be
around.
special
Correct.
meetings, so.
Yep. So,
Yep.
You mean there can't be anything new unless it's in there?
Correct.
As of right now, you can add to it. The agenda hasn't been posted yet. So then once it does get posted, then it'll
When are
need,
you gonna do that?
I will do that on the next Friday. So. Any.
Okay.
Next
Okay.
Friday is
Okay.
August.
Thank you, guys.